let us learn about CC amplifier. CC amplifier is common collector amplifier. So the circuit diagram for CC amplifier, to remember or to understand, let us compare this circuit diagram with the CE amplifier. So you can see the similarities. The input section is the same here. So you have the voltage divider. Okay. Here also you have the voltage divider in CC amplifier. You have RE here, isn't it? You have RE here. You have a bypass capacitor here. You have RE here, but no bypass capacitor is seen here, isn't it? Then what about RC? We have been calling RC as the load resistance in CE amplifier. But what has happened to RC here? RC is missing. So instead of RC, you are having a short circuit here. Okay. And where did you measure the output voltage in a CE amplifier? It is collector with respect to ground. But where do you measure the output here? It is emitter with respect to ground, or in other words, it is the voltage drop across RE. So to just sum up, how you remember the circuit diagram for CC amplifier? The circuit diagram of CC amplifier, what you should do after drawing the voltage divider and the input circuit and the transistor, RC should be made equal to 0. You shouldn't have the bypass capacitance, and the output should be measured across RE and connect the coupling capacitor here. Okay. So let us see what is so important, or what is different in a CC amplifier as compared to CE amplifier. So in a CE amplifier, if you have noted, students, the input impedance is small and the output impedance is large. But then in a CC amplifier, you see that it shows high input impedance and low output impedance. If you perform RE model analysis, you can conclude that it has high input impedance and output impedance. So for any amplifier, the input impedance should be high and the output impedance has to be low. So let us see the next feature. The output voltage and input voltage are in phase with each other. As a comparison with CE amplifier, what did you observe? The output and input are out of phase with that of the are out of phase by 180 degrees. That is why you are having minus RC by RE dash as an expression for voltage gain. Okay. How is that? Now you see, during the positive half, what happens? The emitter base junction, as you know in CE amplifier, emitter base junction gets forward biased. So base current increases, which means that the emitter current also increases. If emitter current increases, IERE increases. IERE increases means the voltage drop across RE increases, which means the output voltage also increases. What did you observe? If there is an increase in input voltage, there is also an increase in output voltage. If there is a decrease in output voltage, there is also a decrease in output voltage. So this is how you can conclude that the output and input are in phase with each other. Okay. So the next thing that you have to understand here is, what is the voltage gain of CC amplifier? So when we say amplifier, we expect the gain to be there, right? So what do you observe here? I have written here, AV is almost equal to 1, meaning to say the output and input are almost equal to each other. Now how do we understand that here? So see, students, you have V in here. So I can understand that the same V in drops across R2. So this voltage is getting divided between VBE and V0. Okay. So you know what is VBE, isn't it? VBE for silicon is 0.7 volts. So V2 or Vin is equal to VBE plus V0. Since this is 0.7 volts, it is assumed to be small when compared to V0 or Vin. So this can be neglected. When this becomes neglected, you see that Vin is almost equal to V0. So instead of telling that, it would be more meaningful if you say that V0 is close to input voltage by magnitude. See how is that going to happen when VBE is very, very small. Okay, so that's why we are telling. So what we are telling that the voltage gain is almost equal to 1. So I hope you remember what is AV. AV is V0 by Vn. When V0 is almost equal to Vn, the gain will also be close to 1. Okay, now let us see what is the applications. So this is a very important feature of a CC amplifier. As a consequence of this, okay, so this can be used as a buffer amplifier. Now what is the role of a buffer amplifier? A buffer amplifier is a circuit that provides impedance matching. So please note students, CE amplifier has a problem of loading effect. So there is no impedance matching there. Why? Because there the input impedance is small and the output impedance is large. So this impedance matching gives you proper isolation between two successive stages. And another thing is you have to understand something called as loading effect, which I will be explaining in another video. Loading effect is a problem. The solution to loading effect is impedance matching, and which circuit has impedance matching, which provides impedance matching. For that circuit, it should be having a high input impedance and a low output impedance. So let us see what is the next application of that. So it can be used as a power amplifier. Now what do you mean by a power amplifier? See, actually speaking, a power amplifier is a good current amplifier. See, in the last application we have seen that the voltage gain is close to 1. What is power gain? Power gain is a product of voltage gain and current gain. Voltage gain is close to 1, but it doesn't mean that a CC amplifier doesn't provide current gain. So what is your input current in your CC amplifier? Your input current is base current, your output current is emitter current. So what is the ratio? Output by input, that is close to beta, and beta is a large value. So there is a high current gain. So definitely a CC amplifier can be used as a power amplifier because it provides a high current gain. Okay. So these are the two main applications of your CC amplifier. To go further ahead, another name which is given to CC amplifier is emitter follower. Why the name emitter follower? One thing you have to understand. Why the name emitter? It is called emitter because the output is measured at the emitter. Why follower? Voltage, output voltage across the emitter follows. Follows what? Follows the input. How does it follow the input? It follows the input both in phase and magnitude. Now what do you mean by phase? And already a short while ago I told you that the output voltage and input voltage are in phase with each other, and the output voltage and input voltage are equal, almost close to each other in magnitude. So this is the reason why you call an emitter follower, or you call a CC amplifier as an emitter follower. The output across the emitter follows the input both in phase and magnitude. That's why a common collector amplifier is also called as an emitter follower.